block your way. Bratz was Bratz had to.
Yeah, Bratz. She wanted to just focus on the pretty privilege.
Let me close my door so that my neighbors don't hear this. But as y'all very well know, I don't pop around or come around too often. But I got on the app a little bit over 2 years ago. And August 13th, 2023 at 5:08 p.m., I received a message from Black Historian asking me, and I can post it, it's not a problem because I don't delete shit. Did I know that Shantae, aka Blame Shantae, was a mod in my space? Yes, I did. What she did not know at the time was that she was possibly sending it to someone who was related to Shantae. I was wondering why that was an issue. And I don't know about y'all, but me personally, the Bible tells me in all things be observant. So I did just that. Shantae was Dantrell's mod. Reese was Dantrell's mods. They were the ones that were running his space and doing, the things that they thought they were helping him with. But that position seemed to really, really be wanted by Black historians. So much so that she jumped on whatever bandwagon she could in order to get it. And every time somebody said, you look nice today, the next day there was more makeup or a different hairstyle or you're showing off a dress. And then I watched as she went into, and I dropped names, I don't know about y'all, as she went into Jones's space and did the same thing. And then I watched as Santana's space was seeming to be one of the places where she would go. And then I watched as she went over to Thomas's space even and wanted to be modded. And if those mod powers were not given, all hell was going to break loose. I am not a mod, and if I am not a super mod. And I need to be a super mod because you sold out for compliments. They didn't have to pay you shit but some attention. They didn't have to pay you shit for some compliments. And that is a damn shame where I sat there and listened to
Doolittle, you mean the same Thomas Bishop that said that Phoenix should be lit on fire?
Absolutely.
You should have came up here for the apology.
Absolutely. And I watched, and yes, as we all know, I am a part of craziness. But prior to that, there was a few other groups that kept sending me stuff, and I had no idea who Anonymous was. But they were sending videos because the gentleman with the red beard was even making sure that you had your spot. You were picked. You were chosen. So you thought. See, that's the problem. So you thought. And now I'm wondering, will the cobwebs return to the coochie because the compliments are going to stop coming? And it's at that point where your insecurities will show themselves all over TikTok at this point. Because I listened to these women on a live ask you that very question that Peach mentioned. I listened when they asked you, is this a personal issue? Because women are trying to establish spaces where they don't have to play second fiddle. But apparently you are okay with that position. And unfortunately for you and for everybody else around you, you wanted to make them okay with being third, fourth, and fifth. But as long as you remain that second. Never good enough to stand on your own. And that's a goddamn shame. That is a damn shame. They went on for hours talking about how to separate themselves and stand for women, with women, by women. And soon as a nigga said, oh, you cute, you said, bye, bitches. Bye. Not only bye, bitches, let me give you the tea on this one, telling a personal info. Anything that those women said in those lives or said to you, you then in turn, and I listened and observed, you turn around and tell these men so that they could have ammunition. So let's shake some fucking tables. Let's turn them over because you knew about the grifting. You benefited from it monetarily, Let's be real about it. You got them cash apps coming in, them fake ass raffles. They was coming to you. You benefited, you knew, and that playing dumb role ain't gonna work with me. Because I sit back, I shut up, and I listen, and I watch. So I've been looking for you for the last week because I've been hearing you run around the app claiming to be a victim. And there are plenty, but you are not one. You are absolutely not one. You've helped them make many, but you are not one. So if any of them want to come, please do. Receipts are available. Not to mention, you're telling not just me about Shantae. I'm hearing about Mimi. She's a danger. This person's a danger. This person's a danger. Come on now. You're the fucking danger. Mimi, we sat there, both Mimis, on a fucking live for hours discussing how to separate and stand without these men. Did we not? And I didn't say a goddamn word. But Black Historian talked a lot, but she listened a lot too. And everything y'all told, all y'all stories went right back to them. And that's a damn shame. So please do come for me whenever you want, because I did send for you. So that's I'm waiting. And I'll mute. Thank you for giving me time.
I just have one question.
Wait. I got you. I just want to say one thing. Out of everything that she said, I just want to take this piece out. Okay. You're not a victim. You've helped create many, but you are not one of them. We're just going to pin that somewhere. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just have one question. One quick question. God, you made me fucking forget it. Wait.
I'm sorry.
I thought that Shantae got canceled behind a man, and I thought that Shantae was white because of people. So,
yes. Hold that. Did we not know that? Because I know you at work. Go ahead, Queen B.
Owed Shantae, a single mother of 3 kids, money, and that he owed her money, and it took not 1, not 2, but 3 phone calls to people that he knew, and a threat to, since he's the founder and the creator of Juneteenth. And a threat to expose that information for this woman to get her money back, for this mother, Black mama, to get her money back. Y'all don't see me in those spaces because I meant what I said on that live.
Just Phoenix is typing in the comments, and I don't know. I don't know.
It's right for J Mon, like notes all tea, all shade, right? You can't come up here trying to check the Shantae when you barely check these niggas on these lives. So please, don't this is not the room for that.
Ooh.
You don't check none of these niggas. For real. And you hide behind women too. And the person that just told you to shut up is one of them. So please, sit down, be quiet. Seen, not heard. Thank you. Go ahead, Queen V. The fuck? Y'all always trying to comfort women, but don't even be standing on shit for real. Get the fuck out of here.
I just want to point out, if people stop asking for apologies that they don't deserve, none of this shit would have happened. You came up here asking for an apology that you did not fucking deserve. You came up here to center yourself in a situation that ain't have shit to do with you and got ate the fuck up by multiple fucking people. And now people are looking for you. So you not gonna see you never gonna rest. Also, you calling my big sis dangerous is fucking crazy. Now I'm searching for you too. That's it. That's fucking crazy. That's all.
I remember now. Also, I just want to point out that after everything had died down, so I thought, right? Because I didn't know what was going on over here with y'all. I didn't know. Everything had died down. Every time she came into a space, she centered herself and said, I don't share space with Mimi. I would not say a word. Anybody knows that after, especially after live with Dan Trell and the judge, right? I said, you know what, fuck it. I'm done, right? I didn't say another word. And every fucking time she would come into a space, she would literally say, I don't share space with Mimi, looking for me to keep that storyline for her going for relevancy. You need validation from me. I don't need you. You needed me because you kept it going for no fucking reason. I never said another word to the bitch. Never did. No need. Right? And Mo, I appreciate you coming up here and saying that because you was definitely in them lives. And I'm running the live back.
Okay.
Where I'm trying to find the part where she, unless y'all want it, but I'm trying to find the part where she said certain things in the live after she went on Jones's live for Women History Month, and we was talking about decent of men. Why the fuck would you do that? She definitely did that, Mo, and I'm glad I remembered now that you was there in those spaces. I appreciate you for saying that because this is a bunch of bullshit, for real.
I didn't say much, but I damn sure listened, and I don't feel like this is right. So I appreciate y'all having me up. If she come up again, I did send for you, so please come for me. But I'm listening, y'all, and hey, it's gonna get deeper. Trust me, it ain't over.
Burgers. Y'all in these comments like y'all ain't connected. Some of y'all is in these boxes and in these comments and shit from these receipts. So I'm gonna just say this: talk your shit while you can. Talk your shit while you can.
I'm gonna take your advice, Wawa. Coco, can you please come up here and tell me what white person was doing that and what you heard about me around the corners? Like,
little secret that you had.
I can't do it. Coco, I say names. I have no problem saying names. Please come up here and tell me who the fuck are these niggas. I need to know who these white folk. Oh, crackers. Let me know who these rednecks is that was going around the corners talking shit. And no, it was folks too. It was folks too. I want to know, please. You have a spot open, like, and as much as motherfuckers has shit to say, please don't do it on the back end. Just God damn it. If you ain't scared, just fuck it. Just say it. Unless you scared.
The back end is contaminated at this point. The back end is contaminated. I don't trust nothing coming out of there. Y'all need to just say that shit with your chest. Y'all need to just say that shit with your chest.
And today, while we're waiting to see if Coco, are you going to come up? I don't know, but I just want to make sure that I say this aloud again, primarily because that threat to Phoenix was made supposedly in my defense. I didn't even know that there were lives being held after I left the app last year. But one thing I will tell you is if I had known that Thomas Bishop had the fucking nerve to say to a black person that they should be set on fire, believe me that would have been the only reason to log back in when we know the history of lynching in this country. And we know the way that black women historically have been treated in this country. And many of us suffered the same terror, including my great-grandparents. So I don't fuck around with that. And you know what else I don't fuck around with? I don't fuck around with men pretending that they're battling against predators when they themselves are predators. If you do not believe me, all you have to do is go and search TikTok for Thomas Bishop, the Villains Guild, and Joker. Because they found out, the Villains Guild found out that their vice president, a white man named Joker, had been convicted of some of the most disgusting crimes against children. This man went to prison for it. People said, why aren't you guys kicking him out of your group? Why aren't you guys, disassociating with him? They didn't want to kick him out of their group. They wanted to talk to him. He's an offender for the rest of his life. They didn't want to kick him out of their group. So tell me what that means to you. If you find out a person has harmed a child, been convicted of it, is on the registry for the rest of their life, and has been to prison several times because of that crime and following crimes. And the people that they friends with want to stay friends with them. Tell me what that means. Cause I know what did the old folks say? Chickens of a feather flock together, whatever the fuck it is.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah, birds of a feather. Birds of a feather.
I guess they got feathers.
Yep, yeah, chick. Listen, cause I'm telling you, ain't no motherfucking way, baby. I find out that you been not county, baby. Not county, babe. Prison. And we know in America, it happens every 36 seconds, and less than 6% of people ever see a minute in jail. So if you went to prison for it ain't no justifying that. But I'm going to tell you, Thomas Bishop fought to have people feel sorry for him, because this was my friend and he was my brother. He harmed a child, full stop. And then find that out. And when I left the Villains Guild, because I found out that they were not going to distance themselves from him, they had another white man involved in their group who said that he had been accused of essaying a partner. He engaged in trans panic. He engaged in ableism. He engaged in fat phobia. And this is also a fat ass white man. So that was just bonkers to listen to too. Like, how you gonna, baby, I'm fat. Okay, I'm big. I got a whole bunch of ass. What I look like, talk about you being fat, when I just got done eating a whole, what the white people call a cookie, the muffin top. Honey, when I tell you I inhaled the muffin top, okay, and a 20-ounce iced coffee. What I look like calling you fat?
Out Jolly?
No, is a white boy. He got a...
Right? But when she said fat white, people in the comments was asking Jolly, and somebody said Jolly needed to get held accountable. So I
His
thought,
name is...
Yeah, apparently Jolly is on the docket too.
yeah, they said he on the docket, but I don't know why.
This white boy is named Gambit. This white boy's named Gambit. He's a big white boy with a scraggly beard that you know what I'm saying? His mustache and his beard don't connect. And Ben also got found out.
Like we still talking about Jolly.
Yeah, Ben also got found out for womanizing people, manipulating women, lying to them, sharing people's disclosures about things that they had survived. Like when I tell you, and all of these men were held in very high regard in the Villains Guild. So don't tell me that Thomas Bishop or the Villains Guild stands for anything. And the fact that I'm saying this for me, Peach, one of the two people in the situation that experienced the most harm, the other one being Phoenix. When I tell you, I am so angry, and I truly believe that there should not be a day that I log into this app and I don't see somebody dragging the fuck out of that man. Because how are you dark-skinned and black? How are you a dark-skinned black man who hates black women to the point where you would tell a younger black, because Thomas is knocking on 60 years old.
Damn, these niggas be honest.
They be grown. And you have the nerve to tell a young black AFAB person that you want to set them on fire? Nigga, you out your goddamn mind. You out your goddamn mind. And I'll say it with my whole chest. I'm upset. I'm gonna go get another muffin top.
Coco.
I'm gonna clarify too though. Where Banana at? Because Banana the one that asked for him. Where Banana at? Banana asked for him.
I was thank you. I was going to say that.
That's who.
Thank you. I was gonna say that and it slipped my mind.
Too. I really, and it's another couple more people need to be on the docket because I'm still with you from yesterday, Bonnie. It was plenty of space and opportunity before those black women got up there and had to console each other, comfort each other, defend each other for a lot of those men that was holding them lives, talking all that shit to get up there and say something. No, what I missed? Did you
hear that Super Solid from my comments earlier? Super Solid wasn't alive before. Remember, Jones started twice. Mm-hmm. Before Peach got up the first time he was live, Super Solid went up in the box and told him to get off live. That nobody wanted to hear from him, and that the women didn't to not no longer harm the women or some shit like that. Why would you tell him to get off live if you're live prior to when all this came out and you was clocking the tea You was calling him to the forefront. So now he's here.
And we don't have nothing to say.
Why are we telling him to get off live? I didn't understand.
Well, how much money is it gonna take? Because that's the only way to get Solid to do something.
I didn't understand that.
I know exactly what Sis is talking about, but I know I know that Vonnie, that the longer that people dig and people that, like us that don't give a fuck about none of that shit, we gonna say if it don't make sense, the shit leads back to the same.
Speaking of, he's in the panel. Hold on.
Who? A question posed, okay? Question posed, okay?
Listen, I just gotta be honest. Like Queen and Wawa, I don't trust nothing y'all do. I don't trust nothing y'all say.
Was that the fucking question?
No. Anytime y'all
Do you want the videos why you don't trust what I do, nigga?
Every time
you want the
something.
video, nigga?
Every time y'all
you want the video because you got yourself made up by your own fucking comments? You weird ass fucking nigga. Because some white woman paid for you. You want the fucking video, nigga? Nah, fuck you.
You crashing out.
This is what protection looks like. This is what men protection looks like. Go ahead, observant.
You're Jerry Springer.
Shut your fat ass up.